Hey everyone, it's Jeremy here. Today I'm going to talk about manifestation and my manifestation stories I have. So about a year ago, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was like, there's something wrong with this, and I need to figure out why. Why am I living paycheck to paycheck? And then I came across Dave Ramsey. And I've heard about him before, and my parents recommended me listen to him, but I never did, so I decided to check him out. It clicked. Everything he was talking about made total sense to me. So I started applying and obsessing about him. I listened every single day for like 6 months. I applied everything he was talking about. I found out that I was spending too much money, obviously, but I didn't realize why. And the big thing with what he talks about is it's all behavior, right? Everything we do is behavior. A lot of us aren't actually educated financially. We could have very high levels of education, but if you're not educated financially on personal finance, it's going to be very difficult for you in the future to be financially free. And most people are not financially free. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. It's like, I think 60 some percent, 70% in the US lives paycheck to paycheck. I mean, you can have very high levels of education, but if you are not educated in personal finance, not just being educated in personal finance, but applying the principles, you're not going to have a very good financial life. I learned that debt was bad, consumer debt, because you're paying to play, right? You're like, oh, I got a $40,000 car. So you get a $40,000 car, right? 84 months it was 4% interest, even though it was a good interest rate, but you're still spending for 84 months. I'm putting $700 a month for 84 months. That is not a financially smart decision. That's why if you can't afford to buy it cash, for instance, you don't buy it. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that is how most of your millionaires get that way, because they don't go into consumer debt. They live below their means, and they invest at least 15% of everything they make. They have an emergency fund, and if they want something, like if they want that $50,000 car, they save up for it throughout a couple of years, so then when they do want it, they can buy it cash, and then they can save, say, $5,000 on that interest payment that you'd be paying. I learned a lot about that. I started writing down goals, right? Like, you have to be aware of your money. Like, if you're not aware of where your money is going, then you're never going to be financially secure, because why would money come to you if you don't know how to handle it and you don't know where your money's going? What I did is I started figuring out where all my money went. I was paying attention to where all my money went. The thing about being in a negative spot in life is when you know what you don't want, right? You know what you do want. You just got to focus on knowing what you do want. And that's when I attracted, Dave Ramsey's teachings. And it's not just listening to it, you have to apply it too. What they say, faith without works is dead. As in, you could have faith that you will be financially free and financially secure, but unless you put in the action and do your part, it will never happen. It's dead. Faith without works is dead. What ended up happening too is I was writing goals. Like, I want to pay my car off in, say 6 months. I wanted to go on a cruise with a friend, right? But I didn't want to pay for it. I said, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm going to go on a cruise with my friend. Long story short, in that 6 months, I had a very good month, one of those months, the best month I ever had. I ended up paying off my car. And then we ended up running into friends. They invited me and my friend, like I literally said it on my goal sheet, I want to go on a cruise, but I don't want to pay for it. They invited me and my friend to go on a chartered yacht, a 110-foot chartered yacht. And I think it was like, we went to St. Bart's, St. Martin, Antigua, and I forget, like 2 other islands. And it was for 6 days. And we lived a literal billion-dollar lifestyle. We had a Michelin star chef from France that was on the boat. The craziest part about, talk about manifesting and writing your goals down, my friend that I took with on that yacht, knew the captain. How does that happen? This is what I'm talking about. When you talk about manifesting and goals, it happens in the most craziest way you would never have expected. That's why you got to have an open mind and you just got to have faith. That's the main thing. You got to have faith. I don't know how it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen the most craziest way. And think about that. How does that happen? Like, I lived a literal $1 billion lifestyle for 6 days. Everything was taken care of. We went to places and spent thousands of dollars on food, right? It was crazy. It was one of the most awesome experiences I ever had. And what else we did is we had a private musician come on board, and the guy was amazing. I've never seen like everything you see on TV, he did it all right in front of our faces, and we were like, how the heck did you do that? It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in my life. That goes to show you that you have to know where you're going to go. If you don't know where you're going, someone else is going to take you along, and it's not going to be your dream. It's going to be their dream. That's what they say. You know, if you work hard enough for your boss, he can go and buy his next Ferrari or whatever. But that's because you're working for your boss. You don't have your own, you know, you don't have your own business. You don't need your own business. I'm just, saying. I was not doing well financially, and that's what I did. Is I listened to Dave Ramsey, and then I started writing goals down. I started paying attention to my goals. The next thing you know, I paid my car off. I went on pretty much $1 billion lifestyle vacation. That probably honestly cost $1 million. Not even kidding. That was definitely $1 million vacation. And then I paid off all my debt, paid off my car debt. And now I'm over here like, how'd that happen? How'd those things happen? It's because you got to know what you want. You got to believe and have faith that you will get it. And then you got to go out and do it. This law of attraction stuff's great and it works. And you attract who you are. And if you truly believe that you can get something, you'll go out and get it. And for those of you that are like, well, I tried everything and it's not working for me, that's why. That mindset right there, I tried everything, it's not working for me. Number one, you didn't try anything, and it's not working because your mindset. Action is great, and you need to do action, absolutely, in order to get the things that you want to go for. But if you have a bad mindset, you're not going to get it. What they say, if working hard got people rich, co-workers would be the richest people on the planet. It's not necessarily true. It's understanding how money works to get wealthy. Because if you just work your ass off 12, 14 hours a day, and then you spend all that money, that same period paycheck, and you live above your means, you're not going to get rich. And the same thing goes for if you're an attorney. If you're a lawyer and you make $300,000 a year, you go and buy a Bentley, you buy $1 million house, and you put that all on loan, you're living paycheck to paycheck. It doesn't matter what level of education you have. You have to be educated financially. If you're not educated financially, you won't be well off. There's other people you can hire that can help you with that, like financial advisors, right? Even though if I would hire a financial advisor, I'd recommend paying them per hour, because if you have them not doing that, then they charge you, it's around, I think, 1%, 1.5% per year of everything you have. So if let's say you have $1 million in your 401k, and you have someone, a financial advisor, take care of it, it's going to end up costing you 1% or 1.5% of everything every single year. So it ends up costing you, through the lifetime of your investing, 30%. And all they do is put you in index funds. I can do that. I do that myself. No one charges me anything because I just put myself in index funds. But if I were going to use a financial advisor, which I'd recommend for people that don't know as much, hire one by the hour, because if not, then you're going to end up paying them 30% of your entire paycheck throughout the lifetime of investing. So I would appreciate you guys liking and commenting. I'd like you to comment below what more you'd like to see me post of, and what you like or did not like about this video, and what I can do better or not do better. I hope you guys have a good day, and until next time, have a nice one.